pinpoint one thing, Usman, that led you two to break off the engagement, what would it be?
Number one is to get child. And I cannot get child from her.
The living contradiction of Usman. The breakup came because, number one, you couldn't get a child for Kimberly. But hold on a minute. But didn't he know that this whole time that Kimberly could not give him a child? Isn't that the same reason why he said, obviously, I can therefore have a second wife to give me a child? But then didn't he then say, I can now actually adopt my brother's child because having a second wife is not something that's going to get me to America? But then the process of him adopting the child was going to be too long for it to get to him in America. So therefore that plan went out the window, and then Usman created a whole scene of an argument which then led Kimberly leaving him. But it's okay though. Usman will tell you that the reason why they had to split was, number one, because of child. He must think that we have amnesia. He must think that we're losing our brain cells. He must think that his viewers are people that are now currently in a nursing home who struggle with memory loss, because sadly, sometimes we suffer with dementia. Usman, we was not born yesterday. Your viewers are adults. We remember things very, very easily. But hey, let's continue with some more contradiction from Usman.
It didn't have to happen. I wish he didn't feel this way.
Hold on. I love you so much, but I need to go and make myself happy first.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the whole relationship based on making him happy? Kimberly had to travel from America to Africa, back and forth, started off with Zanzibar, later on we went on to Nigeria. For the benefit of him seeing her, right? And at the time she was only a fan. He then became a potential, then eventually became more. Okay, I'm assuming that that wasn't for you, no? Alright, no worries. She then bought him a PS5 and a MacBook, which I guess was on her own accord, so I can't really give that. But at the same time, though, we do know that she went back, and then I believe she bought the family a goat, I believe. If I've got the animal wrong, I do apologize. But she did that because it was pretty much your idea that that was the best way to get her involved with the family and for the family to accept her. But okay, what else can we add to the list of things that Kimberly did for you? Oh yeah, Kimberly then, after a while, finally accepted you can have a second wife. That was for you. Obviously, they didn't go to plan. Then you produced the idea of you adopting a child. She said, okay. So I'm a bit confused here. Because the whole relationship has been about making you happy. So I'm interested how he's talking about he needs to make himself happy first. That is another lie and another contradiction.
I think Usman, he loves you like a friend and he cares for you, but he's not in love with you. You are in love with him.
But we have sex.
All right, boom. You know, personally, I don't think that Usman has any type of love for Kimberly, to be honest with you. I think that was a bit too polite. I'll give it 100. I don't think he's ever had any type of love for her. I don't think he's ever cared for her in any kind of way, to be honest with you. I just think Usman wanted what he wanted and he couldn't get what he wanted, and it's as simple as 1, 2, 3, because I can promise you now, if he had any love for her, or if he cared for her, or even if he saw her as his friend, I don't believe that he would tell his own friend, well, he would insult someone he cares, how they walk, insult them based on their size, tell them that they need to go and get a tummy tuck, you know, and someone that cares for someone wouldn't want to put someone through all of the hurdles that he put her through, you know, from buying the goat to wanting her to accept him to have another wife, to then wanting her to accept him to adopt. You know what I mean? There were so many obstacles that he put her through. There's the other one, telling her that I'm the best you ever had, pretty much saying that she's privileged to have him. So if you ask me, based on everything that has gone down and what has been said, none of it tells me that he actually ever gave a damn about Kimberly. And if he did, it was the toxic type of giving a damn. And that is legit the equivalent of not giving a damn. In fact, that's worse than giving a damn. You know, I'd rather someone not give a damn rather than be someone caring about me in a toxic way. Right, because toxic is bad, right? Extreme red flag. So the end of the day, for me personally, the love was never there at all. But here's the thing though. Here's another contradicted pop coming up for you, ladies and gentlemen. He just said, but we had sex. Okay, cool. Let's just sit on that.
That's not in love.
How can you have sex with somebody to love?
What? Are you kidding me?
Now, what's coming up here next by the host is actually quite relevant to this part because he talks about how can you have sex with someone who you don't love? All right, cool. You know what though? I'm gonna have to give the host, Miss Robertson, some credit here because she asked a very good question, which I wasn't expecting her to do, which is it was good, but yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would be in love with her also?
Definitely.
So you would be in love with both Kimberly and the second wife?
Definitely.
And then, boom. This camera keeps making me dark and I have to come in again nice and light. Listen, so that is another contradiction and another lie because Kimberly told him that if you're going to have a second wife, you can't be in love with her. I'm your priority. He said, okay, cool. So he lied to Kimberly clearly. Because this is him now saying that, yes, he would be in love with both. All right, listen, no worries. If you want to be in love with both, that's not an issue at all. It's just the fact that he's becoming more and more contradictive and the lies are just piling up because he's just trying to defend himself. He's trying to save case at this moment in time. Usman, for me personally, I'm liking the fact that he's being caught red-handed. Yeah.
It's something that a lot of people don't understand because you were telling Kimberly this whole time the second wife doesn't get, quote, the good stuff. And I'm assuming the good stuff is being loved, being affectionate to her, that she...
Pinpoint right there. Point blank period. But he wants to talk about how he loved Kimberly because he slept with her. You know, when you get caught in a lie, stop lying. If I get caught in a lie, I'm not lying. Like, as soon as you catch, if I'm lying to you and you catch me, I'm like, you know, it's cool. I ain't gonna try and dig a hole no more. Listen, I lied. It's no worries. You know what? You go that way, I go that way. It is what it is. I mean, depending on what the lie is, you know what I mean? But me personally, you know, I live a life where I don't lie. I mean, obviously, I have lied in the past, you know what I mean? I couldn't tell you the last time I actually did lie per se, but I can tell you this now 100% that when I lied, if I got caught, my hands are up. Boom. You know what I mean? If I wasn't getting caught, I was innocent until proven guilty. You know what I mean? But now, you know, but now I live a life where I just don't want to lie at all because at the end of the day, I feel like it's put me in a better path. You know what I mean? I'd rather lose things or things go south for me based on me telling the truth rather than things going south or bad for me because I lied. You know what I mean? You know? And that is just the grand scheme of it. But at the same time, though, I will admit this, though, okay? Although I don't lie, it doesn't mean that I don't miss out information sometimes when I say things. You know what I mean? That's not the same as lying, okay? Hey, saying, man, just means he wasn't fully transparent. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's not about me, but let's continue with this shambolic madness. And by the way, if you're still here and you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you smash that subscribe button. We are on the road to 100k subscribers. And also make sure you smash that. Wait, yeah.
Kimberly, any chance of rekindling this at all? No.
Boom! And that's what that matters. And it's crazy though, because this brings me to a video that I was going to make literally, I think yesterday, before, but I held back a little bit. Well, I did hold back. Because I was like, I don't want to make that video and then this episode comes out and then it contradicts it. But now I wish I did, but it doesn't matter though. Point being is that I am under the influence that Kimberly will be back for 90 Day Fiancé, single life. That is my prediction here, because to be honest with you, when I look at certain elements, I feel like 90 Day are now finally done with Usman, you know, and I would like to think they're also done with Michael and Angela, and also Big Ed and Liz, because they've been in now on a back and forth for such a long time, and it's time for them to bring in new blood. I mean, it's been time, right? And I generally do believe that Kimberly's gonna be back for 90 Day Fiancé, the single life, and Jamal will obviously be there too, with some sort of involvement with Veronica potentially. But that's just my prediction personally. But at the end of the day, I'm happy that she's obviously walked away from this contradicted one hell of a piece of work. But there are certain things that did go down in this segment around these two, okay, which I didn't speak about. So I will be making another video about other things that went down in this segment that also I believe that should be put out there for you guys to see. So watch out for that video for the week as well. But with that being said though, smash the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. 100k is the goal for 2023. Like the video, share the video, comment down below. All of that helps the channel grow. in some way. You know what I mean? But thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to, oh, you know, why do I do that? I'm out.